All right, day 125. It's getting to be midday. I tried to record something earlier, but I got interrupted. But set off at about 6. Got about a 19.5 mile day to do with a small resupply that I'm going to do at a hostel that's just off trail. And then we're staying at a shelter. We have another hostel stay in a couple nights. So since we stayed at that hostel the other day, kind of threw off our trajectory a little bit. We were going to stay at this hostel, but I'm kind of glad we're not because it doesn't have the best reviews on it. So the one where we stayed at was pretty nice, and then the one we're adding in Stratton looks really nice too. So just need a little bit of resupply. I still have a lot of food, so a guy showed up at the last hostel and he had a bunch of boxes of like bars and stuff that he gave out as trail magic. And we got trail magic yesterday, so I didn't eat all my food from yesterday, so have quite a bit left over. Jukebox and Roadrunner are going to try to get shoes in town, so they're either hitching or shuttling into Rangeley, which I don't need to do. My shoes are pretty beat up from the rocks from the whites in early Maine. I thought about ordering new shoes, but I'm kind of leaning towards not. I'd have to order them to Shaw's, which is hostel right before the 100 Mile Wilderness, and I'll have to wait till I have service to check and see if that's feasible, because I get my shoes on Amazon and delivery to these small towns isn't always a couple days, so I most likely will be finishing in the shoes I have, which is fine as long as they don't fail too bad. There's just a couple holes that are starting to form. Don't really have anything else right now. Bob and Pink Flops will be at the shelter as well tonight, and Scoops, so we're all kind of on the same pace now. There's not really many options in Maine as far as like stealth camping or doing different mileages. We're all kind of on the same trajectory now, which is kind of cool. And we've been running into quite a bit of Sobos, but I feel like they're starting to thin out a little bit. See less and less at the shelters, hopefully, because it's always a fight for space. But if anything else comes up, I'll let you guys know. I'll talk to you later. Alright, it's the morning of day 126, and we are finishing up a climb up Saddleback Mountain. The first of a few climbs we have to do today. Total of just under 17 miles. Tomorrow we'll just have a 13.5. We're staying at a hostel. The second to the last hostel before Katahdin. So got moving around 6 a.m. Got up at 5. But we should have a pretty early day today if I can keep up my pace. It all depends on how hard the next couple mountains are. This one was pretty tough to get up, but I did it in not too bad of a time. We're gonna have a pretty good view here in a minute too, once I get to the top. So I'll show you that too. The shelter was pretty much full, And I think Bob Pink Flops and Scoops tented at the shelter. If not, they moved on just like a mile or two. But I don't think they did. I think they stayed around the shelter, but I didn't see them this morning. Alright, I'm going to finish this climb and I'll talk to you guys later.